Hi, welcome to SBR Sports Picks. I'm Peter Loshak. His name is Mike Brenner. We are the Odds Couple. We come to you from SportsbookReview.com. It's the wild and wacky Week 17 in the NFL.
Wild and
Tuesday.
wacky.
Yeah, we're talking with Doug Upson. Normally we do the Thursday night game with him, every Tuesday, but there's no Thursday night game, so we have been assigned to cover maybe the most interesting game, or one of the most interesting games, the Giants at Washington. Giants, of course, locked into their playoff spot, and Washington playing for a playoff spot. So you see this all the time in the NFL, of course, based on that obvious motivational edge here for Washington. They're a big favorite. It's -8. Ooh. Mike Brenner, what's your take? It's not always the case that the Giants, a team like in the Giants spot, are just going to lay down, but I guess.
I don't think they're going to lay down because
No?
this seems like that perfect year for the old 8-8 Giants when they sneak in, But Washington's pretty fired up. They got to get the win. I like them early. I'm taking them on the first half myself, but the full game, I don't know. That number's just too tight for me, and I'm dying to hear what Doug's got to say.
Right.
And I wouldn't be surprised if he likes the dog here.
Or if he likes a total, which is at 44. Doug Upstone, we're all scratching our heads wondering what way to bet here might be profitable. What's your take on it?
Well, look at this game. I mean, of course, the most interesting aspect is what Ben McAdoo, the coach of the Giants, is going to do. And, and that's why the line moved from -5 to -8, right away for Washington. I think the Giants are going to rest a number of players, and particularly on defense. They got 5 starters who have been playing banged up the last month. So I think, I'm not saying they won't play at all, but I think they're hardly going to play at all, if at all. And then the other aspect, their 2 key weapons on offense are Eli Manning and Odell Beckham. I don't see any reason to play Odell Beckham, and the only reason to play Eli Manning is because he has a streak of 198 consecutive starts, so I think he'll start the first game, might even play the first quarter. Beyond that, I just don't see the Giants having a lot invested in this game because their fate has already been determined. Conversely, Washington comes in this game. If they get a victory, they're in the playoffs again. Plain and simple, because unless the Packers and Detroit end up in a tie, Washington's in. So Washington last week, we saw what it takes for them to win, which they have not been doing the last several weeks, which is running the ball first and setting up Kirk Cousins for the play-action pass. Kirk Cousins has made a dramatic improvement, guys, as a quarterback, but he still is not an elite quarterback. He puts up great numbers, but I don't think he's in that top upper shelf yet. But when he has a running game, he becomes a much better quarterback. So when I look at this game, I think Washington here is the play. Yes, it's a lot of points at 8, but I think that they'll want to, at home, get off to a great start, bury the Giants right from the get-go, and take this, and basically cruise to victory. Washington by 13, 14 points to me would be no surprise whatsoever in this spot.
Makes sense to me, Mike
Makes
Brenner.
a hell of a lot of sense to me now, for real. Yeah, because especially, and Eli, he want to get to that 199th, whatever, and then they're going to pull him. That's I guarantee it. Yeah, that's a good spot, especially. They're going to probably have such a big lead early that, they probably won't have any choice but to cover it.
Yeah, and what about maybe a shot with the under, considering that, if Washington gets this one in the bag, both teams will be like,
what's
all right,
that number at?
44, which is, not that low of a total. But
because Giants aren't going to be firing away, What
do you think, Doug?
I think on the under, I think that's an interesting play because from everything we're just talking about here, the Giants, once the backups come in, again, I think they're more playing not to get hurt or to get stay healthy and come through and focus their attention on the following week with the wild card game, wherever they're going to end up playing.
Yeah, but the under could also get backdoored easily.
Well, it could, but it could be a 24-10 type of game also, because I just think the Giants are definitely not going to, put too much out there. So,
all right, thanks for your breakdown, Doug. Upstone, Washington -8 is what he's liking. His website is VegasProInsidersDaily.com. Doug Upstone, thanks so much. Talk to you again very soon.
Thanks, Doug. Have a great day.
My pleasure, gentlemen. Take care.
Do your research before you bet. Check out our ratings guide to see which books have the best ratings and sign-up bonuses. Open up several accounts. Shop for lines at SBRodds.com. Always be ahead of the game.